bonus rolls potentially returning.
Yes, this is very early data mining, but...
Yeah, so we have no idea if this is actually going to happen. But, it's interesting, because in my head, right, Blizzard talked about domination gear as a thing that could be coming in this. As, like, I guess, the unique thing of Sanctum of Domination gearing. But we've not seen any evidence of it, other than Sylvanas' bow being really cool, and I want to get that because it replaces Killshot. That's awesome.
Yeah, and some super good trinkets that aren't implemented yet, but it's like, I was looking through the trinket list from Tazavesh and SOD, and I was like, man, these are cool.
Yeah.
These are cool.
Yeah, so a part of me wonders then, have they just decided, let's not do domination gear, a new complex system. Let's keep things simple. Let's go back to the past, and let's try to solve some of our gearing, quibbles that the Raiders have got via bonus rolls. I wonder, do you think that would be good?
It's interesting. I think that, I always have a bad time with bonus rolls, just because I feel like, because how gearing is always constantly like ebbing and flowing for like what you need next, I always have like the fear of bonus rolling a piece and then getting replacement for the next boss. Or having to hold a bonus roll for, I want to hold a bonus roll for the second last boss in the raid, but we don't get there 1 week, so I have to use a bonus roll from that week on like an earlier boss, and that feels bad. But that's honestly just me being annoyed at my previous experience with it. I think that I haven't thought about it in super detail, but if you can implement bonus rolls in a way that acquiring them feels good and isn't like a massive constant gold drain, or forcing into PvP for Marks of Honor because you're out of gold or something like that, if they can actually give bonus rolls in a nice way, then I think there's very little to lose from it, I think. Although it does add more variance to gear acquisition, but given how people were sort of complaining about slower gear earlier in this expansion, maybe it'll help that if they can target it better.
Yeah.
Something like that, at least.
Well, first, cheers, Jinx. Thanks, I think, for the super chat. We'll get to that as an interesting question. On that, it's interesting because to me, with a bonus roll, it's that thing of like they create another opportunity for a disappointing experience. And I do have to wonder, would it be better if the role that is being played by these bonus rolls was in fact just Valor points for rating, with there being some sort of vendor like what we had in the past, because then that is a situation where there's just the one layer of RNG, but you always get a useful thing from that boss. Say you don't kill a boss, you do kill a boss, you don't get a bit of loot, but what do you get? Well, maybe imagine this: you got some Soul Ash, you got some Anima, and you got some Valor points. And then as a raider, you'd be like, cool, I'm working towards my Soul Ash for my legendary from killing this boss. I've got this, I've got that. Maybe I got a conduit. Maybe I got a legendary power. I actually think that would be a good thing. To actually add some guaranteed happy moments to a boss other than just... come on, we all know what it's like to do a bonus roll. You get some gold, or like... if how they've done bonus rolls in the past is anything to go by, you get like 7 anima from a failed bonus roll.
Yeah, I'd rather get nothing than gold, because I look at the gold and go, what you could have been is something I actually wanted. Just get away.
So I think in a way this is an admission of a failure from Blizzard, and I don't mean that in a way that's trying to sick anything to them. I think a lot of things have been an admission of failure in how they've advanced this expansion, and in a good way. So Blizzard thought the Great Vault would be the great solution. That having all of those options, that would basically take on the role of what Valor points and bonus rolls and Titan Forging did in the past. But I think for so many people, the Great Vault has not been that, especially if they're a little bit more casual, they're just dabbling in a few forms of content, which I think has meant that because the Great Vault didn't actually cover all of what Blizzard wanted it to cover, that's why many players were like, hey, Blizz, gear feels really weird and stingy. And what we've seen is they've increased raid loot, they've added VP for Mythic Plus. I would say just add VP for raiding as well, don't bother with bonus rolls, but clearly I think bonus rolls are... if they are coming back, and the Blizzard said that the Great Vault was supposed to take the place of bonus rolls. I mean, that is basically saying the Great Vault didn't really work. And then that makes me think, can we be done with this? Do all of your things for a weekly disappointment box. Can we go away from that? I don't think we need that to be a thing. Because for me, it feels too close to me and you playing Destiny just for our weekly bright engrams, and then we don't get anything, and then we're like, okay, done.
Yeah, it's very much the case of nothing you do after a certain point actually progresses you. You have to wait for a little while to get that progression, but you also need to do enough to get that progression, especially, like, at least in Destiny, when you did the stuff, it gave you the bright engram when you did it, and then said, all right, you're done, come back next week. It didn't go, come back next week and we'll give you the rewards for what you've done on reset day, which I think is really, like, I can understand how the Great Vault occurred out of having the weekly chest and all that stuff of, like, do your best each week and get rewarded the next. I think that works well, but it like you said, it doesn't replace the idea of Valor points, which is less that, because it still feels like a chance, because it's still a disappointment box. It's just a disappointment box with, I don't want to say a less chance to disappoint you. It's just more chances to more chances to disappoint you and more chances to make you happy, which is kind of, it's,
but there's a thing there. And this is what I think is okay. So I think emotional intelligence is Blizzard's one of their number one weaknesses right now.
For sure.
And one thing that we know about humans is that we all have a negativity bias. So if we have 50 positive events and 50 negative events, all of equal magnitude, we're not going to feel neutral. We're going to feel negative. And I think that is a bit of my issue with Blizzard putting so many random things in, is that, yes, the more you provide players with opportunities for a negative emotion, I mean, you know, you can go and make your bell curve and be like, well, most people will fit in the okay bit of the bell curve, but that bell curve, you have to basically shift that to the left emotionally because of the inherent negative bias that just about everybody has. So I think that's one thing. And the other thing is the overjustification effect, where, you know, if you're sort of doing all of these dungeons and all of these things, not for the loot contained inside the dungeon, but for the loot contained over there in 5 days' time, then I think it does risk invoking the overjustification effect to the point where that disappointment box then feels defeating for players. So it's an interesting thing. Hopefully we get to a better situation. I think Blizzard having a willingness to put VP and maybe bonus rolls back in is probably a good sign. We'll have to see what the next expansion is. I don't know if there's too much more to say about this one, really, though.
The only thing I want to follow up with was this bonus rolls don't solve a fundamental problem I think I have with the game, which is reclears feel bad when you don't need to get any loot, but you can't also just target each boss individually. So I feel like having like a pretty low or a pretty reasonable Valor cap on raid and giving reclear some sort of purpose is probably a good way to have everyone, you know, have more people engage with more parts of the raid at all times.
Well, that was the whole point of Titan Forging, that your reclear could actually get you something. Now your reclear just gets you more options in the Great Vault. Whereas I think what people would far, far, far more want is just some VP, something nice that, you know, they can rely on.
Yeah, people don't want to roll the dice. People want to take steps on the journey.
That is a great way to put it, I think. So there's that.